What's going on, Hoodie fam? Now, how many times have y'all seen a point guard build that quite literally tells you it has no weaknesses? A lot? Shit, my fault. Alright, but I'm gonna show y'all the point guard build that has no weaknesses, that in my opinion, low-key has potential to be both a beautiful day one build and a beautiful, you know what I'm saying, in-game type of build. Because honestly, I've been hearing a lot of conversation about small guards, big guards, or why is nobody talking about the middle ground, the 6'6s, the 6'5s of the world? Because this is always where I've loved to dabble with when it came to my point guards. I used to always go 6'5 back when I did like my John Wall builds and stuff like that. But this year, we're rocking with a 6'6. Obviously, you know, you go minimum weight. There's not really too much reason behind this personally, because you don't go max speed in any aspect. But I mean, it be what it be, I guess. I personally decided to keep my wingspan at 6'9". Doesn't really make too much of a difference there, honestly, because you'll see once the stats come. So we're gonna go one by one. Let's start with the physicals, because the physicals the most bare bones of all of them. Now, if you don't already know, I'm dropping this technically before actual launch date of 2K. So in this game, speed with ball and speed now have a direct 1-to-1 correlation. For you to be able to have a specific speed, or for you to be able to have a specific speed with ball, your speed also needs to completely correlate with that. So we're just gonna go 86. Bare minimum for you to be able to still move decently fast on top of physical boost, on top of all the boosts that you can get in the game. You're gonna be just fine. You're gonna be extremely fast still. You're gonna be a quick, nice little solidly sized point guard, straight like that. Not too tiny, not too tall at the same time. I personally think it's better than big guards, just a personal opinion, and in certain ways it could be better than small guards, but I mean, honestly, it's all really whether you like one thing or whether you don't like another thing at the end of the day, truth be told. As far as your agility, or your agility, yeah, I just went 80. You'll see later on down the line, once you start to actually put all the attributes into this actual build, that you kind of just end up with some extra points. So I decided I was going to bump up my agility because, you know, I don't want to be too slow. Simple as that. Strength, we're going to rock with a 50, because I'm telling you now, we're going bare minimums on in the defensive archetype or defensive category to be able to play a slight amount of defense and not be a complete liability. So we're going 50. And then vertical, I'm going 77. I'm going 77 on the nose. Wait, my fault. I redid this actually. This is the second time that I've actually crafted this build. So off rips, we're going 78. My apologies. You no longer need, because the first way I made this build, you needed one cap breaker to be able to get that 77 up to a 78. But with the way that I went back and recrafted it, you know what I'm saying, it's actually a 78 now. So thank me later, not really thank me later. I mean, if you're somebody that trips over contact dunks, you're gonna be mad in a second. But as far as rebounding, I personally, since I made a 6'6 build, I want to be able to at least grab a little bit of rebounds. And by grab a little bit, I mean want to be able to get box out beast and rebound chaser. More specifically, you need a 60 in any of your rebounding to be able to get that. Bang, you just go 60 defensive rebounding, and you end up with extra points later on down the line. So I went 36 in my rebounding. Honestly, if you really don't care for the rebounding at all, you don't need to touch this, and you can put these attribute points somewhere else. That same statement applies to the agility, because you can now see both of these two categories. So that same applies to the agility, and honestly the defense slash strength as well, if you don't want to touch that either. If you just want to make this build completely offensive, you can bump down almost everything from defense all the way down once I show y'all what we do for the defensive category. But honestly, let's just go over there right now. Like I told y'all, we're going bare minimums. So I mean, if you know what bare minimums are when it comes to 2K and defense, it's just 85, call it a day. Gives you gold interceptor, silver glove. If you work your not cap breakers, but if you work your max +1 / max +2s right, you should be able to bump at least one of these badges up to either gold or Hall of Fame. And then on defense, you get your pick dodger, you get your off-ball pass, your challenger, your on-ball menace. Honestly, this is just so you aren't a liability on the defensive end. But like I said, if you want to make this build like more of an offensive menace rather than an all-around player, obviously, you can take from this defensive category over to the physicals, and you can really play around with these points however you want. And I mean genuinely however you want, because at the end of the day, These builds are really just templates for y'all. Y'all customize these how y'all really want to. We're just out here trying to get y'all some of the sauce, you know what I'm saying? All right, playmaking next up. Like I already told you, man, you max out your speed with ball. We're up to an 86. That's as fast as we're going to get, at least for right now. It's solid in my opinion. I mean, it's nothing great, but for a 6'6 guard that's going to be able to do what the 6'6 guard is going to be able to do, the 86 is beautiful. Now here is where the interesting thing is. So right, first I'm gonna go 89 ball handle. I'm gonna explain to y'all while I'm going 89. But before we do that, I'm also going 75 pass accuracy. This is personal preference, just because I'm only doing this because I want the 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙢𝙢𝙚 pass style. That's really it. There's really nothing else to it. I just wanted the 𝙤𝙤𝙢𝙢 pass style. I genuinely don't even know if it's gonna be good. To be real with you, I just want to use it. So in playmaking, personally, if you want to drop the pass accuracy or if you want to find a way to bump it up, that's really up to you. But the main focus is the ball handling portion. Now, I know a lot of people are preaching 92, 92, 92. And I completely understand that, because once you get 92, that's when you're able to get your gold unpluckable. You'll also have handles for days on gold. You'll have a lot of gold attributes, or not attributes, but gold badges at your disposal that can both be bumped up to Hall of Fame, or Hall of Flame as I like to say, low key, or Legend. And I think that's completely reasonable. My only real complaint with making this build, right, is if you go 6'6", a lot of the smaller guards dribble styles, you miss out on it by an inch of height, which is why I would also recommend, if you really want to be able to get some of these like smaller guard dribble styles, make this build at 6'5". As simple as that. Make this build at 6'5", or just stick with your small guard lifestyle. But if you're good with, you know, a taller guard, you know, having a little bit more length on the court, being a bigger body, this is where you want to be. So we're going 89 because with the new specialization or build specialization thingy or whatever the hell it is, I'm going playmaking specialization. If you finish out your specialization thing, you get an extra max +1 and an extra max +2 that fits said category, which in our case, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to allow me to I forget the tiers of the badges. I was quite literally just looking at it as I was grinding my build out. I was literally just looking at it. Does it let me see it? Okay, there we go. You get a free tier 1 and a free tier 2, which honestly, it really can allow you to like bump up your dimer. It can allow you to bump up your break start if you really want to be able to do that. It allows you to be able to bump up so many of those early playmaking badges. I personally, with my own 2 eyes right now, cannot find lightning launch for the life of me. If y'all see it, please never mind, I'm stupid, it's right there. But you get a free max +1 and a free max +2 for your playmaking things, and you also get 2 extra cap breakers. 2 of said cap breakers is going to go into your playmaking, which is going to boost your ball handle up to a 91, and then you're going to need 1 extra cap breaker to send you up to that 92 so that you can get all of those badges onto gold. As simple as that. So essentially you're going to need 3 cap breakers total into your playmaking to get you to that 92 threshold that's going to be oh so glorious. So as far as shooting, we got a similar situation to our playmaking, right? And this both affects our shooting and our finishing. You'll see in a second. As far as our shooting, I'm actually going to go 88 on the 3 ball, because personally, I know a lot of people are hyping up the midi right now. I personally don't shoot a lot of them. So this is one thing where I really feel like it's a niche type thing. If you don't want to go 88 3 ball, bump this down and then find a way to bump that midi up. At the end of the day, you want either your 3-point shot or your mid-range shot to be able to touch 89 with at least 1 cap breaker. With at least 1 cap breaker, because at the end of the day, the goal or the main thing that we're looking for is we are trying to make sure that our, set shot specialist, wherever the heck that crap is, I don't even know why I'm trying to look for the badges right now like I'm gonna find them. But like I was trying to say, you want to make sure that your set shot specialist at the end of the day can get the gold, and with going 3-point shot at an 88, you also get limitless on silver once you bump your 3-point shot up with a singular cap breaker to an 89. Then you get set shot gold and you get limitless on silver. I also went free throw. I put my free throw on 80. I play a lot of rec /pro am, so I mean, it only makes sense for you to be able to make a little bit of free throws. So if you don't play this, if you play only park, anything like that, you don't need to touch free throw. Free throw doesn't matter. So similar to playmaking, for playmaking, your ball handle is going to need 3 cap breakers total, and your 3-point shot is going to need 1 cap breaker total. This is where the final mandatory cap breaker comes in, right? In our finishing category, I am personally going 88 driving dunk. Personally going 88 driving dunk, and this is for 2 reasons. One reason being, I know at the end of the day, I'm going to want the one-handed off-one contact dunks, but I'm not pressed to have them off rips. And you start off with the off twos with an 87 and a 75 vertical. So I'm okay with having to wait to put 1 cap breaker into my driving dunk to be able to get, you know, the one-handed contact dunks off one. So I'm chilling there. The main reason I went 88 specifically off rip is because I always get the Zach LaVine dunk package. That's it. And that's all. Close shot, we're going 70, and then driving layup, we just pump that up to a 75. Straight like that. This is what your stats are going to look like once you are done. I want y'all to use this as a template. Use this as a template. You don't have to copy it word for word, bar for bar, verbatim. But at the same time, this is going to be fire once you're done. It's going to be great off rips, but you're going to be missing a few things. And I feel like, honestly, every single thing is feasible to be able to work without it even being present. So at the end of the day, mandatory cap breakers, you need 1 cap breaker for your driving dunk, you need 1 cap breaker for your 3-point shot, and then you need 3 cap breakers for your ball handle, 2 of which are supposed to come from your specializations. If you don't want to use playmaking specialization, however, you're going to be waiting a lot longer to get that 92 ball handle. So if you don't care about the gold badges, you can honestly pump that down if you really want to. Just saying, if you don't care about those gold badges, you can honestly bump your ball handle down and it'll open up so many more opportunities, because I mean, I'm gonna be real, without the 89 ball handle, it's not gonna really hurt the dribble moves that you get too much, or it's not gonna hurt the like dribble styles you get too much. But I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to be able to give myself the most opportunity to make this bigger guard build good. As simple as that. So boom, we finish it through, we go through. Finally, they actually let me finally record this damn video. You get a 2-way 3-point slasher. I'm so freaking tired of that name, bro. But y'all see it in the bottom, man. No big weaknesses to report. I feel like this low-key might be one of the best guard builds out there that you can make. As simple as that, man. But if y'all enjoyed this free little bit of sauce, bro, make sure y'all go down below, like the video. I'm gonna try to make it so that this year isn't similar to last year, where I dropped my build video but I didn't really record too much content on 2K because I played the hell out of last game, but I never made any videos. So I'm gonna try to drop y'all a little bit of a tape or whatever it be come day one when it comes to actual 2K, so y'all can see a little bit of what this build can do. Because I mean, technically, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm low-key grinding brother out, no money spent, because shit, 2K ain't about to get no money out of me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But hey man, your boy Hoodie out. Peace. I hope you all enjoy y'all week of early access, and if you don't got a week of early access, we'll see y'all September 5th. I wish y'all luck, man. This no RNG shooting is about to cook a lot of y'all boys. That's all I'm about to say.